I'm talking about right fucking now. Please make it loud for your first feature of the night. He's from LA. Yeah. He's got a beautiful dog. I like talking to him at night. Make it very loud for Mr. Mike Eaton. Got the horses in the
bag. Much less beautiful than advertised, right? You guys are expecting someone way hotter to walk out. I want to clear some shit up real quick. Homeboy was talking about pocket pussies like that should be looked down on. Nuh-uh. Kings, respect yourself. Also, there's much higher levels than the $80 ones. I think you are severely underestimating how sad poor people are. We can put together some money in a pinch. Even a good hooker's $100, and you gotta go to San Diego for that. The key is, because in Tijuana, they're very cheap. They're like $50. But all the girls in San Diego are like, they got to arbitrage against that. They're like, well, baby, don't drive down to San Diego. You don't want to cross the border. You're going to have to wait in that line. You just do me for $100. So that's beside the point. But $300, and I think there's maybe 2 people here that didn't get the stimulus check. But so $300, 25% of your free government money, you can spend and buy the Auto Blow AI. Yeah, it's a blowjob robot that is programmed with artificial intelligence. Yeah, some autistic nerd, instead of using his Rain Man powers at the casino, was like, hey, I'm gonna watch every blowjob video ever and just pour it in a robot. I bought it, and I didn't leave the house for a while. Like, at the beginning of quarantine, I was like, it was still like stage 1 of quarantine, like cocaine and Tiger King. Remember that, like, at the beginning, when it was good, when there was no traffic and shit? So I dropped the $300, actually $380. I bought the discreet carrying case, the lube, and the cleaning solution. I'm gonna treat myself. I bought that. I actually did one better. It's $1,200. I got something to floss. So I bought a massage chair, and then I bought VR goggles. So I got like a happy ending from a robot, and it's been great. I don't even need real women anymore. Like, all the ladies that left, you can come back. I don't need you at all. I got a robot that's watched 1 million blowjobs. What, you've done 40? Great. So proud of you. No, I actually don't need the robot anymore either. I feel like this like almost happy at this point to mention that I got a girlfriend, because everyone's just talking about this shit. But also, of everyone that said it, least likely physically, right? Come on. Blonde hair, drives a Prius, I vape? Come on. This is a poster for unfuckable. I'm currently wearing 2 anklets and 3 bracelets. That's who I am. No, I met a girl, and it's been great. She's like really cool. She thinks I'm hot, which is weird for me. Because, for the same reasons you all think that's weird, right? No one's looking at that guy like, yeah, let's fuck that, I'm the hotter fat Thor, I'm like a model that's just swollen, right? I could be hot if I didn't eat for the rest of time. I know I'm not hot. I went to get headshots taken for comedy, and I'm going to get the headshots taken, and the guy's like, hey man, I need you to lean forward a little bit. I'm like, well, why? And he's like, well, you can kind of, you got something right here. I was like, oh, my second chin? Is that, do you mean my double chin? He goes, yeah. He's like, oh man, I know I'm fat. Like, we don't have to hide that. He's like, well, most people in their headshots, they want to look good. Like, well, I don't want to catfish anybody that shows up at my show. Like, where's that skinny hot guy? So I'm doing this pose, taking my headshots, and he's like, hey, actually, I'm gonna just get some height. Here's a fun trick. Ladies probably already know this, but guys, you should learn it. For every 6 inches that you raise a camera, you lose 10 pounds. That's why every selfie you'll ever get from a girl is this shit right here. All of them are from, that stage is hard, I've also been drinking. But you get all these selfies from up here. So this dude is like, I'm gonna climb up and try and lose some weight. So he pulls out a fucking ladder. He's just 20 feet up and he's like, all right, lean forward. Is it good? But yeah, she's really cool. So she lives in Austin. And I live here, which is hard. And having a long distance girlfriend as an adult kind of feels like when you're in high school and you're like, no, she goes to another school. She's hot, I promise. She is real, shut up. But so we were, hanging out and we are doing this thing in Austin, and she was like, hey, I want to make a sex tape. So So when you get back to California, you have like something for the swank bank. It's like, yeah, this is amazing. Congratulations, me. Like, I want to high five myself. I don't know how you'd feel about it. So we make this video, and then I found out she showed the video to some of her friends. I was like, hey, I'm not a star. What are you doing that for? And she's like, oh, don't worry, it was my gay friends. It's like, I don't know that I feel better about that. They like what I have, you know? And then she explained, she's like, well, I was just showing them the blowjob part for tips. It's like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna marry you. She wasn't going to her girlfriends, like people that do it so they don't die alone. She was going it to men who do it for the love of the game. And was like, hey, pointers. So she's showing him the video, and then one of them goes, oh, his dick's small. Yeah, she told me that part. It's like, hey, babe, you can leave some parts of stories out. I know we're doing communication, but maybe drop that out. It's okay. She goes, no, babe, I love your small dick. That doesn't make it better. She's like, why do you care what gay guys think about your dick? And I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't want you to say it. It's okay, she's 5'3", so on her, you know, it looks like a hamster next to Shaq. It's fine. It's great. We did accidentally have trans sex. That was weird. Not on purpose. I wasn't intending to do it. Here's what happened. As you could probably tell, I'm a little autistic. Just a little off. So we're doing it, and she's into dirty talk. And I'm generally silent because I'm focused on what I'm doing. Like, hey, don't fuck it up, you know? There's like 3 guys in here, that's for them, you know? So we're doing that, and so we're going to town, and she's like, whose pussy is it? I've been in LA for a minute, so like I'm a little woke. So I was like, well, you know, it's your pussy. You know? Honestly, I appreciate you letting me borrow it right now, but that's your pussy, girl. Like, you're a queen. I love your pussy. She's like, Mike. I'm like, it's yours, babe. Like, that's your pussy. I love it. You did a great job. Mike. I'm like, all right, it's my pussy. You know, it feels weird. So I was like, it's your pussy. Okay. So we're going at it again, and she's like, oh, that's my dick. I mean, not really. I mean, right now it is, yes, but we're back at the same dilemma. It's your dick, I guess. Yeah, it's your dick, all right. So I'm trying to get into it, and I'm like, you know what? I want to be there. I want her to be happy. I want to do what she likes to do. Let's do this thing. So I'm thinking like, all right, Mike, let's freestyle this shit. What are you going to do? I was like, God, your dick feels good in my pussy. Those aren't the parts we have. I felt like a Republican for a second. I was like, this is wrong, and that's not how we do this. No, she's great. It's kind of hard, though, because now I have too much confidence. Like, I should walk around with some shame. You know, I'm this person. I should be a little ashamed of myself, but I'm not at all. It's great. I miss cocaine. You guys ever get that feeling, just like suddenly, like when you're sitting there and you realize you're sweating, and you're like, I could be sweating a lot more. You're not in on cocaine, that's okay. I want to legalize it. I really think we should. Like, I know weed's already here. Let's legalize cocaine. I think it's a decent one. We all do it at parties. I got a couple arguments. One, how quickly did they adapt to COVID standards? It was so cool. I called my dude like a week after the shit went into lockdown. He was like, hey bro, no cash. You gotta have a mask, Venmo only. We could have been doing Venmo the whole time, you piece of shit. Like, we paid $3 to get $100 for a long time. But you know, the reason I really want to legalize it is so we can do cocaine at places like this, at house parties. You put a big line on the table, we all have fun. We gotta stop doing, where do we all go to do cocaine now? Some of you know this. The bathroom. Yeah! The worst place. It's the only drug you smell, and you go to the only room you shit in to smell it. What the fuck are we? This is not a cocaine crowd. I expected more from San Bernardino. I gotta be honest with you. Everyone here is looking at me like, you're the only guy here that likes cocaine. That's fair. You should try it though, because it does give you something that no other drug does. It gives you the test of true love. Aaron was saying true love is popping your back pimples. Oh, no. Cocaine. Men, some know this. Your penis. Not even there anymore, pretty much. That Weekend song, I Can't Feel My Face, about your dick. That's what cocaine does. You get in there and it's just not gonna work. And you have the opportunity to be with a partner that you love, and they can suck your soft penis. That is true love. That's real love right there. If she's doing it for the love of the game, you know it's not going to get up. And she just... Is it going to get there? Maybe. She goes more than 4 minutes, marry her. Find her, marry her. Like, I don't give a shit about wet-ass pussy, soft-ass penis. Gummy worm it in your face with this soft-ass penis. I have so much respect for rappers because I tried to make that a song, and it's not good. It's not. I'm so white. I'm the whitest person. I'm so white. I used to do graffiti in Microsoft Paint on my computer. So I did one for the Bloods in red. I knew that much. I'm pretty smart. And then I did one for the Crips. But I also grew up in suburban Texas, so I spelled Crips C-R-Y-P-T-S. You know, like the Crypt Keeper. I was like, you know, it's that group of guys that hate those red people and love that show. I also photoshopped a picture of me in a do-rag and a cubic zirconium Superman chain onto the album cover of 50 Cent's The Massacre. It's one where he's real ripped and doing this. And then I put my little fat chubby face on there. I'm beautiful, you know? This is who I am. I am from Texas, which is weird because I don't sound retarded, you know? I didn't get the accent because my parents aren't related. That's the math on that. I've been visiting back there a lot during quarantine. It's been really weird. I got back not too long ago and I get in the Uber and the guy looks at me and goes, "Hey man, you queer?" I'm like, no. He goes, "All right, cool, you like this. Hey man, you look like Gay Fieri." You're gonna risk your job for that joke? Like, okay, that's pretty good. So I'm talking to him, I try to be friendly to these people, and he's like, "Man, I'm just really bummed about this. I had to cancel my vacation this year." I was like, "I don't know, where are you gonna go, man? That's a bummer." And I was, "Well, I just know not India. I went there last year, and that place is a shithole, man." You know, you don't really expect like a redneck to be like, "You know, where I'm gonna go on vacation is India." I didn't know there's a big intersection of like the Confederate flag and Eat, Pray, Love, you know? So I'm like, "Hey, why did you go to India?" He goes, "Oh man, I thought it'd be a fun time. I got over there. I got to this bar thing, and they don't really have bars. And then they're playing some kind of fucked up baseball. There's just all these brown dudes playing baseball." I was like, "Hey man, do you think it was maybe cricket?" He goes, yeah, they were playing cricket. It's like 3-day baseball." All right, you didn't like Google India at all? you just went there? Like, okay, so what did you think about fucked up baseball? He's like, "Man, I hated it. I went back to my hotel room. I put on a rerun of the Daytona 500. So you watched a NASCAR race, a rerun? That's a race you already know the results of the finish, and it's 500 miles of people just turning left. That's insane that you wanted to watch. There wasn't even a wreck in the race that he was watching. There wasn't even a good part. He was like, "I really want to be in India in my hotel room watching NASCAR." I was like, "You did not deserve your vacation this year, sir." You deserve to stay in Texas. I got a little weirded out coming out here because everybody in California is so blasé about a lot of stuff that freaks me out, like the fires. You guys don't even give a shit. I walked out and it looks like my car's been under a blunt for 2.5 hours. It's fucking ash everywhere. I can see a fire in my backyard. It's 50 feet tall. And I'm like, "Hey guys, have you picked out what stuff you're gonna keep?" They're like, "What?" I was like, "There's a fire. We gotta go. We have to leave now." Like, "Oh, it's not gonna come down the mountain." I was like, "It's on the mountain. I can see it. I can feel warmth. It smells like a campfire. I feel like I'm getting raped outside of a Boy Scout meeting right now. Why can't I see fire?" Like, "You gotta stop freaking out, man." I was like, "Fuck you. Stop being so blasé." The other thing you guys don't freak out about is like famous people that shouldn't be famous but that still are. I met Ron Jeremy. Some of you know who he is. All of you should know who he is. Besides the statue of David, most famous penis on earth. Like for sure, so Ron Jeremy, for those of you that are younger, he was the Johnny Sins of 20 years ago. He's this big fat gross guy with like a 10-inch horse cock. And he was just in porn forever. He's just big fat and gross and then just horse cock. That's his whole personality. When I moved out here, I got a manager for comedy, which also, I'm not important. Having a manager is like being in a relationship with someone that wants it to be open so they can fuck other people, but you can't. So, you're a manager, you know? So my manager was like, "Hey, we need somebody to drive Ron Jeremy to a porn." And I'm fucking 6 months in LA, like, holy shit, the most famous pianist to work, I'll drive him for sure. I drive a Prius, as mentioned, so I was like, I'll probably rent a car. So I go and I spend $100 to go rent a nice minivan. I'm like, I gotta carry the Prince of Cock to work, you know? Like, this Cinderella can't be turning into a pumpkin carriage. Let's have a nice thing. So I go to pick him up. He lives at the Brea Towers. Don't remember any of this. I shouldn't tell you. But so he lives at the Brea Towers, and I go to pick him up, and my manager's like, hey, make sure you call him and tell him to have his STD test ready and to shower. Oh, fuck. So I call him, like, hey, make sure you shower. He gets in the car, did not shower at all. Gross, disgusting shit in his hair. He's like 65 years old. I'm like, someone's gonna fuck that for money. What am I doing with my life? You know? That's crazy. So I drive him in this fucking nice rental van to a Travelodge in Pico Rivera. And he's upset that they don't have an elevator. So the star Ron Jeremy has to walk up the stairs. And then a 50-year-old Filipino woman by the name of Lucky Star walks in. She's like, all right, let's get this started. And the director there, he's an auteur, which for you non-Hollywood types means he does everything. He's the cameraman, the script. He does all the directing, the production, the editing. He's one and done. He's in his Sunday best with his wife at a Travelodge in Pico Rivera. So he's telling Ron, like, hey, the motivation for your scene is going to be a massage scene, like you're at a massage parlor, and you're going to ask this girl how much for you to do funny stuff. That's going to be your motivation. Let's do this. So then Ron, they make him shower, thank fuck. So they make him shower. Ron lays down in a towel. He's also very hairy. Like, he's gross. His nickname's the Hedgehog. So fitting. So he lays down in the towel, and then Lucky comes out, and she's in black lingerie. Also gross. Looks like every reason not to smoke a cigarette. So she walks out, and then she starts to give him a massage, and then the auteur, the genius, the prodigy, he's like, oh, fuck, I forgot. Hey, put this on. And he tosses her a dollar store clear poncho. The fuck is that about? He's like, it's for like a latex fetish site. And I'm sitting there like, this is not latex at all. So now there's a woman in a crinkly dollar store clear poncho, essentially a trash bag, over her lingerie, and now she's giving Ron Jeremy a massage. She's doing that, and he goes, hey, how much for you to suck my schmeckle? Also, Ron Jeremy, super Jewish. He goes, how much for you to suck my schmeckle? And the director goes, cut! Ron, none of that Jewy shit. It's for Germany. And I got kicked out of the room because it's the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard. Ron Jeremy got paid $400 to pretend he was getting a massage at a Travelodge in Pico Rivera. And I got paid $50 for the privilege to watch him come out of that giant horse cock. And it was worth every penny. Hey, thank you guys so much.